Welcome back everyone. This video I'm going to be breaking down the character Lucas. I'm going to be giving you all the tips and tricks. So if you're going to pick Lucas as your main character, this video is going to help you out. Let's get started. First, let's talk about attack speed. Lucas is not the fastest or the slowest in terms of attack speed. So if you are standing next to somebody that has a faster attack speed than Lucas, most likely you're going to get hit first. For example, like these. But he's also not the slowest, so if you're facing someone that is slower than you, for example, bronze 18, you will get the attack first. Next, range. Because you are medium speed, you get a little bit more range. As example, when you are face to face with a character that is faster, you will be in your weak zone. So when you get out of your weak zone, this becomes your strong zone. So as the Lucas players always know who has a faster attack speed and who has a slower attack speed than you, because that way you can know and determine your spacing and your zoning. Next, let's talk about jumping. Lucas has one of the best and deadliest jumps in the game. He basically has a full screen jump. So for example, look at this. I'm all the way in my corner and he's all the way over there, right? That's insane range. So basically, if you're trying to do a fireball and do anything, you can basically just jump over and start doing your combo. This is one of the best jumps in the game. Also, if you're jumping forward, you get a normal attack. But if you do a neutral jump, it comes down like this. It comes down with a claw, so that leads to no combo potential. So if you're doing a neutral jump, it's a claw that comes down. Also, if you're doing a backward jump, it's also the same claw. So if you're doing a backward jump, it's a claw that comes down and there's no potentials for any combo. So if you're going in for a combo, always do a forward jump, okay? So before I talk about ABC, Super, and EX, I want to mention a few tips and tricks for Lucas. So for Lucas, you can actually control his normal attack swipes. So if you just go in front of your opponent, if you just tap 3 times, that's your target combo. But you can actually, if you tap this once real quick, it does a 1 swipe. And if you do like a normal tap, it does 2 swipe. And if you hold it, it does 3 swipes. So you can actually control how many swipes you do depending on the situation, because you want to always reduce your recovery. So if you're trying to harass your opponent and poke him, you want to kind of like go back and forth and do like 1 swipe, right? And if you do catch him, and then you would go for the combo. So things like that. Next I want to talk about is his back swipe. His back swipe is like a forward dash claw, and you can go up and you can come back down. So you can also swipe up for a upward dash, but you can only hit them in the air. So if you're right next to it, it's not like a uppercut, okay? So you can't use it like that. They have to be somewhat in the air. So you can actually combo this into this and come down with the claw, basically swipe up and then tapping it. So things you can do after the back swipe is you can actually combo into a and then you can actually combo into a super. So there's a lot of potentials you can do after the back swipe. But if you don't want to spend any bars, you can just do something like this, you know, and it's great damage and it's an excellent anti-air. The next part I want to talk about is his swipe down. So when you swipe down, it does nothing. But if you swipe down and forward, it does like a very long range claw, and you can also combo after that. And you can go into super and other things like that. So that is forward, and then no, that is forward, that is down and then forward. Swipe down and forward, okay? And there's also swipe down and backward. So that is good for, so for example, if I'm just tapping right now, I can't touch them. But if you swipe down and you go backward, you kind of drag them in, you kind of pull them in. So you can actually pull them in and you can go for a combo. So this is your this is your regular attack. But if you do a swipe down and backward, is further. The range is longer. So if you're in if you're going back and forth and you're trying to catch your opponent, sometimes you can actually catch them, with the back swipe, and then it goes further, and you can go into a combo. You can go into like a full combo, like this. The next part is swipe forward. Swipe forward actually has armor, so your attack still goes through, but you take minor damage. Keep in mind, stronger attacks will still go through the armor, such as uppercut. Swipe also neutralizes projectile, but you take a very slight fraction of damage. So use this wisely. Next, let's talk about his A move. His A move is a 4-hit claw attack that you can combo into 3 times. So you can use it once, combo into the second time, and you can combo into the third time. So you can your regular combo would be something like this: 1, 2, 3 into A, and then A again, and then A again. Okay, so up to 3 times. Once you use A, you can't cancel this into B or C. So the only thing you can cancel into is EX, which is the tail whip. But you have to cancel it before the 4th swipe comes out, meaning like this: 1, 2, 3, and then EX. Because after the 4th claw, you can't cancel that anymore. So for the 4th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, you can't cancel that. So remember to cancel it before the 4th swipe. So a simple combo with A is basically 1, 2, 3 into this again, and while you're near the corner, you can cancel it into the EX and then go for the super. Next, let's talk about B. His B move is a jump in rolling attack. Keep in mind, this does not jump over 5-ball, but it will jump over like long range low attacks. So what can you do after B? After B, you can do a back swipe into an up swipe and tap coming down. So let me do that again. But if you're at the corner, you have a lot more combo potential. So if you catch somebody in the corner with B, you can use EX and then you can go into basically anything. And you can also do something like this, and then you can do that up to 3 times. You can also use C afterward, something like that, and you can combo after that. So if you're in also, you can actually cancel your up swipe into B, basically something like this. So basically you would do B, B back swipe, B back swipe, up swipe, cancel B, back swipe, up swipe, and come down with a claw attack. So there's a lot of combo potentials with B. And then you can also connect it into super using other ways. Something like this. So a lot of potential. So explore that. The next move is C. C is your command grab. It is not blockable. So it looks like this. It basically bites them and throws them into the air. So if your opponent is blocking all day, use C on them. But keep in mind, it is super slow. Like this video, you can use C first and your opponent can still hit you out of it. That's how slow it is. So use it wisely. But if you do catch them with C, you can pretty much do anything with it because you can connect anything after C. For example, you can use C into C again, and then you can use C into B. You can also use C into A. You can use C into EX, and then you can also use C after C and into anything, there's a lot more combos after that, but I'm just showing you that you can connect them, you can connect anything after that. One thing I want to point out is that, but if you use C at the corner and you throw them into the middle, If you just press A straight up, you will miss. So look, so you have to move up a little bit. So if you move up a little bit, you can catch them like that, and you can go into the EX, and then you can combo it with the super and things like that. So you can, once you catch them with C, you can carry them all the way to the other corner and do more combos. But if you don't have any meters and you catch them with C, you can just do like an upward swipe and do something like this, or you can do a backward swipe, I believe. Yeah, something simple without any bars if you want to save your bars for like big damaging combo. So that's C. Oh, I actually forgot to mention, C is also a pickup move. So after something like a back swipe, you can actually pick them up and do more combos. So that's very deadly. So for example, you can do something like this. If you catch them with a back swipe, do like something like this. That's very deadly. And if you time it right, you can carry them all the way to the other side. And then you can go into a long combo. So all of Lucas moves are super deadly because they can basically go into each other and do a lot of, there's a lot of combo potentials. So let's talk about EX. Your EX is basically your tail whip, which is the one that we cancel into after A. So this one offers a lot of combo potentials because you can connect anything after EX. You can go EX, EX again. You can EX into A. You can EX into B. You can EX into C. Oh, too far. You know, you can do more combos and things like that. And then you also EX into your super. So EX is also like a free-for-all combo starter. The last thing is your super. As you can see, you can connect pretty much into your super using EX, using B, but you have to do a back swipe, something like this, and then you can use C in the corner. So pretty much anything goes into super. Super easy to connect it to super. However, you can't super after A, but sometimes you get one hit. Yeah, it's either it misses or you get like one hit. Yeah, you get one hit and that's it. So you can use EX, B, C into super, but not A. So here are some sample combos you can do with Lucas. So if you're all the way over this side, and if your opponent is blocking all day, in conclusion, so I hope I have given you enough information on Lucas. Now you can head into the training mode and explore some combos and have fun with it. As you can see, Lucas combos are very deadly and they're very easy to do. Leave a comment if you have any question. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe is always helpful, and I will see you guys on the next video.
시프캔 아미카네 박상 시프캔 시프선